year, on Rosh Chodesh Sivan, Aleph Sivan, marks the Hilula of a very famous Tunisian rabbi. His name was Harav David Chaim Yitzhak HaCohen Tanuji. Zecher Tzadik Libracha, passed away, I believe, in the year 1847. Recorded over here on the 1st of Sivan. So we're talking about nearly about 180 years ago here from time recording here in 2025. He was great rabbi, actually very miraculous rabbi. There's since then many miracles will perform in his life, especially at the time when he was born. And he was born actually in Tunis, and many people would have heard known about him. Let's just say when he was in his mother's stomach at the time before he was born, I think pretty much right at the end of the pregnancy, term of the pregnancy, I think unfortunately because of labor pains, and so on and so forth, unfortunately, sadly, his mother passed away. And I think when she was at the time period she was buried, I'm not too sure the exact time frame and the whole chronological order, they would actually find out he would actually be born at that stage in time, miraculously, let's just say. And someone would hear a baby crying, and they would actually take him out, and he would survive, thank God, and go on to become one of the greatest rabbis, especially in Tunisian history. Without a doubt, many miracles are associated with that time period, which I'll recommend everyone to learn about and search him online. I'll put his the great rabbi's Hebrew name on so that you can investigate yourself within regards to that. And he was born, I think, and he was actually given to a nurse and was grown up at a later stage and became the famous wise rabbi, Rav David Chaim Yitzhak HaCohen Tanuji. They actually called him by a nickname. I believe the nickname was called the Megdora, if I'm not mistaken. Very interesting enough. So why was he given this nickname over here? It translates, let's just say the word, let's say in a language of betrayal, because unfortunately life was like betrayed. His mother was taken away at such a young age, and however he did survive, thank God, the miracles at that point in time. He would study Torah at a very, very high level, especially in Tunisia at that point in time. There was many great rabbanim, especially through Rabbi Yosef Zraka, who is a great rabbi I was talking about before, and also Rabbi Yitzhak Chai Tayyab, very great rabbi, Rabbi Yitzhak Tayyab. I believe in the year 1801 he would be appointed as a judge, as a dayan, and he would sit inside the bet din of Rabbi Yitzhak Tayyab, very, let's just say, prominent position over there, and his name was become very well known as time progressed at that point in time. He is mentioned in various different books, especially I think in Rabbi Yaakov Pitushi's books, including Britei Akeb, if I'm not mistaken. This was a famous book of its time, especially in the early 1800s. Rabbi Yaakov Pitussi is a rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions for Britei Akeb. It was, and his signature will be on various different haskamot, on approvals of various different books from great rabbis of Tunisia, among them the Eshel Avram of Avram Chayut. Also, I think they will come out in the year 1816, and also the Yerech Yaakov, which come from Rabbi Yaakov Pitossi. This will come out, I believe, in the year 1839, if I'm not mistaken. He was known for various Benisim miracles that actually occurred. We can just see, even from when he was born, it was a huge miracle at that point in time. And his knowledge of wisdom was phenomenal. He would author many books. And I think the main book was a Torah Melech. Many of them, which was great Torah writings, I don't know if they were actually published at one stage or not, or possibly later on in his life. But the Torah Melech would come out, I think. And some of his writings got lost at different stages in time. Among the books include the Brit Ve'et Duyotav, the Petach Bakad, Gaveto B'Tarshish. This was based on the Torah, and the Chamatz Melech, which is various different sermons, Drushim, Imatz Melech, which is, and Shomer Torah, Bigdei Shesh, which was happened to be on Mesechet Avot, Pirkei Avot, respectively. Ma'adanei Melech, which is various different sermons, Yimei Melech, which is also Drashot sermons. Once again, now I believe he passed away on the 1st of Sivan in the year 1847. We're talking about nearly 180 years ago. Here, from the time of recording, he was a very famous rabbi of his time. For example, the Torat HaMelech, I think, was actually printed a significant time period after he passed away, if I'm not mistaken. I think that would be a book that would contain 104 pages over there. Very, very great Torah, colossal work, which I recommend everyone to look into. Now, he was a great rabbi of his time. Remember, we've spoken about maybe more than 100 rabbis that actually came from Tunisia in Ovid State. Very, very, let's just say, very prominent position over there. And remember that many of the Tunisian rabbis were very, very great, because especially at that point in time, it was, let's just say, a bastion of Jewish Torah scholarship, especially in 1800s respectively, and all that time period. I think there's a lot written about him, I think, in Toldot Chachmei Tunis. It was a book, I think, he actually wrote that book, I think, Rabbi Yosef Hacohen, Tanuji. And it talks about the various different sermons from the Torah. I think it consisted maybe of 30 sermons, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll talk about the various different great rabbis he will quote from the Tunisian Jewry. So please don't forget to light candles in the great rabbi's memory. It's going to be on the 1st of Sivan, his Hilula, just 5-6 days before the Jewish festival of Rosh Hashanah. Now, he teaches a couple of nice teachings in his book. Let's just explore a couple of them. I think from the book, the Torah Melach, he says, Melamed she'ein lomdim Torah ma'oni bizman shebeit mikdash haya kayam. So one shouldn't learn from a poor person at the time period when the temple is actually holding. Now, another great Torah teaching is Melamed tzarich lebracha lefi she'ein lo Torah limed alav zachut. Just zachut, the merits with regards to Torah. And one last one, I think once again from Torah Melach. It says, Melamed shahayamim shaya lomed bahem Moshe mesugalim lechodeshei Torah. It's a time period, let's say, a time period of Moses, of great Torah flouriship, and what a merit it's actually happened to me. Now, friends, we're a community here. We're learning about the great Oriental rabbis of yesteryear. Please subscribe to the channel. That's the first thing I can say. We're nearing 7,000 subscribers. We're learning about the great Oriental and Spanish rabbis of yesteryear. Now, if you feel anyone's interested in watching these videos, please share these videos to other people also. And if you haven't yet, please watch over the other videos that we're doing. We're covering a range of topics in the Torah sphere, not just on the history of the great rabbis, also on Daf Yomi, a weekly parsha, weekly Torah reading, also, let's just say, with interesting great rabbi every single day we try and record with. So it's a huge channel over here. So please subscribe and join our community. Wishing you all blessings here from the city of Bet Shemesh in Israel. So have a great day. Take care and thanks.